Okay, good day everyone. We're back in Lamplight City. Back on the Burning Desires case where, as it says here, Desiree Latham was found burned to ashes under mysterious circumstances. Was it an accident or is it something more sinister afoot? I remember last time we had lots to read, so let's get started, shall we? I don't know how much of this I've read before, but I'm going to read it again just for my own sake. Investigate the Gascoigne Supper Club. Speak with attorney Jonas Usher. I believe that one we need to find something extra for because I believe we've already extinguished all the options. Sure, let's go with that. Find a suitable container to transport Miss Latham's ashes. That's right, yeah, so we can take it to somebody to examine. Report to Upton and declare Desiree Latham's death a result of spontaneous human combustion. I mean, we could do that, but is that going to end the case if I do that? Find out what happened to Tobias the cat. Speak to Roger DeVay at the university. Tobias the cat, was that crazy squirrel lady? Might have been. As in, not Tobias the cat, but is that what that... anyway. Burnt remains of a piece of cloth. It appears to have traces of some oily residue on it. Miss Maxwell suggests that Desiree Latham may have been a victim of spontaneous human combustion. Have any suspects? Oh, that's right. We've got the guy who's in love with her. What have we read? I think we've read all of these. Yeah, and I think most of them are... Oh yeah, what was this one? This letter informs you that we have received a request to make changes to your beneficiary. As indicated in your last will and testament, please come to the law offices and Usher and Price so that we may review documents and make the necessary edits. That's right. Okay, so...
Have a lovely day, Addie.
Goodbye, dear. Love you.
Love you too.
I was literally about to say love you too, Addie. Okay, so where are we gonna go? Don't see the supper club. How do we get to the supper club then? What did Usher and Price say? I can't remember what he said. It was something like, this doesn't...
Pardon, sir.
Yes?
I have a document.
Mr. Usher will see me when he sees this.
Oh, what's that?
Actually, I don't have anything.
I actually don't have anything to show.
Right. Please stop wasting my time, man. I'm very busy.
Right, thanks for your time.
Appreciate your time.
Enjoy the rest of your day, sir.
Tone changed a little bit there, but alright. Okay, so let's go back to here. Report to Upton, declare. She was at the police station, wasn't she? Because she was being looked at for giving us cases. I can't remember exactly.
Yes, but let's make this quick.
Okay. Yeah, see, wrap up case. I don't want to do that.
Better get back to it then.
I mean, perhaps it is just a case of human combustion, but there's far too much happening for it to just be that. Oh, have we been here before? I don't feel like I have. I feel like I would have remembered that bloke there.
I'm guessing it's locked, but it probably only contains more art supplies we don't care about. All the tools an artist would ever need. Brushes, pieces of canvas, paints. I feel as though this could be relevant, but I can't really see how.
Smacking my desk, of course. Right, so why would the supplies be relevant? Maybe as an accelerant to use for the fire? Roger DeVay.
Dreams go to die.
Okay, that's a harsh way of looking at it.
Bad. Nice to know the students aren't completely wasting their time here.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Are you Roger DeVay?
I am.
Miles Fordham, private investigator. I have some questions for you if you aren't too busy.
Will this take long? This isn't exactly the best time.
It shouldn't, no.
All right then, quickly.
Do you know Desiree Lathan?
Desiree? Yes, of course I know her. What happened to her was just awful.
Indeed. My condolences, Mr. DeVay. What can you tell me about her?
She was a wonderful woman. Sharp, full of life, extremely witty. I only knew her for a short time, but I consider myself lucky to have had her as a friend.
How did you two meet?
We were introduced at a party and became fast friends. It's hard to believe she's really gone.
Fair enough, okay.
Do you have any information regarding Desiree's death?
No, none at all. It came as a total shock. I heard she was burned to death. Oh, is that true?
It is.
It's really just unthinkable.
Do you know of anyone who might have wished harm upon her?
No, everyone loved her. To think someone could be capable of doing that to her, it just makes me feel sick.
You painted Desiree's portrait, is that right?
Yes, I finished it just a few months ago.
Do you often do commissioned work?
Sometimes, but this wasn't exactly a commission, more like a gift.
You mean you weren't paid for it?
No, I didn't do it for money. It was an honor just to paint her.
I see. And did she like the result?
Well, she had it hanging in her bedroom and not in her attic, so I assumed she liked it well enough.
It was a rather nice portrait, I must admit.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Indeed I have. Regrettably, I can't comment on the likeness, never having seen the subject in life.
Ah, yes. Well, she used to say that standing in front of it was like looking into a mirror. I tried my best to do her justice.
Nice, okay. Himself.
How long have you been teaching at this university?
About 4 years now.
And do you also earn money with your painting?
Not of late. I haven't sold a painting in some time.
Oh dear.
But my salary from the university is enough for the time being. Perhaps someday I'll be able to devote the proper focus to my painting.
I'll let you get back to your class.
Right.
Okay. But to me, he doesn't seem like a suspect at all. But who knows? Maybe he is.
So much for modesty.
But,
Is it warm in here or is it just me?
oh, that's right. I forgot our partner was gay. Am I allowed to say that? He was. I'm sure I'm allowed to say that. Anyway, moving on. Oh, I forgot you could go up here for stuff. Actually, okay, all saved up. Let's go somewhere else, I guess. Actually, did that actually? Let's speak to Roger DeVay at the university. We just did that, did we not?
Probably best not to disturb his class if you've got nothing new to ask about.
Okay. Right, let's look back at the case file. Towards the cat. Suitable container. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to do some pixel hunting, which I absolutely hate. But,
What an absurd contraption. Imagine needing all those extra bits and bobs just to tell the time.
okay.
I tried using one of these automatic money dispensers once, but I nearly got my arm stuck inside.
Oh dear.
They still got a long way to go. Yeah, impressive bit of hardware. It would take a criminal mastermind to rob this bank.
Okay, can we talk
We
to...
haven't got anything else to ask him about right now.
Right, okay. What about Peter Andrews?
Mr. Andrews,
Yes?
This is the guy that fancied... Oh,
is
actually...
there anything you can tell me about your wife's old cat, Tobias?
Oh God, there's a name I was hoping never to hear again. She loved that cat. I'm sure she would have married it instead of me if she could. Mangy little bastard was always leaving a mess and knocking things over, but he was Peggy's little angel. Then one day I'd had enough, so I let him outside, and
Yes?
the stupid thing managed to get itself killed.
Oh dear.
Then things got ugly.
How so?
Peggy got a bit carried away, and, well, let's just say I never imagined a cat could earn someone a criminal record.
The plot thickens. Perhaps sickens.
Yeah, that second one seems more likely.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Andrews.
Okay. Let's... okay, learn more about Margaret Andrews' criminal record. Okay, so I'm guessing we'll go to the police station for that. Okay, well, as that's the only lead that I've got at the moment, let's go do that. I forgot I could double click and it'll just teleport me to the exit. Never mind.
Got a moment, Upton?
Yes, but let's make this quick.
Margaret
Get
Andrews.
some information on one Margaret Andrews. Apparently, she has a criminal record.
Margaret Andrews, eh? Give me a moment to look her up in the archives.
Radio.
Yes, here we are. Margaret Andrews was brought in for questioning 5 years ago in connection with a fire at a theater in Worcester.
Oh.
Yes, nothing came of it, but she was briefly a suspect. Oh, there's more. She also had a prior conviction for arson.
You don't say.
The file says she set fire to a cab after the driver ran over her cat. She served 6 months in prison for that. This was back in 1835.
Fascinating.
Thank you for your help, Upton. This has been extremely valuable.
So, Margaret Andrews has a jealous streak and a penchant for setting things on fire. Seems a likely culprit to me.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
That's it for now.
Better get back to it then.
I'm pretty sure I jokingly called the last part something like the crazy squirrel lady did it. It does actually look like that at the moment. So, return to up and accuse Margaret Andrews. We don't really have evidence of that. So, other than, as I say, there are criminal records and stuff. Okay, we've got to find a suitable container. Where would we go for our suitable container? Right, let's go back to the Andrews residence and see if she says anything.
Nothing more to ask her about right
Oh.
now. Leave her.
Oh, so I didn't mean to skip that, but although we've had it, I'm sure, plenty of times. Maybe we can try. Let's go back to the place, I guess. Letter. You read the letter?
Invitation to the Gascoigne Grand Dame's ball. It seems it was held 2 nights ago at the Gascoigne Supper Club.
Okay.
You have to hand it to her. Miss Lathan certainly had a unique taste in fashion. I bet you could see her coming a mile away.
Okay, can I actually, like...
You have
No.
definitely
Portrait?
too young to be Miss Lathan. Perhaps a relative?
Oh, interesting. But...
No title. I doubt it's a diary. People rarely leave those things laying out in the open.
Right, but can I...
No.
No, okay. I apologise for some of this stuff I've done before, but...
Judging by these books, Miss
I-
Lathan was quite the fan of poetry.
I
Let's
just...
just hope her taste was better than Madame Dupre's.
I don't want to miss anything. Alright, let's, get back in there, shall we?
I'm afraid I need to have another look.
All right.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, let's...
Nothing else of interest in there.
No, I know, but...
Nothing else. No.
Take it, take it. Okay.
Doesn't look as though this fireplace has been used in a long time. I suppose we can rule it out as the source.
Okay.
That's a nice portrait of Miss Lathan. Too bad it was damaged by the fire. The area where the artist's signature should be has been singed and is unreadable. Too bad.
But
Nah.
the date is still legible. It's from this year.
We know who did it anyway. We've spoken to the artist. Stain, portrait, burned remains, ash pile, nightstand. Anything else on the nightstand? I don't think there is,
Nothing else
but
of interest in there.
yeah, there we go. See. A jealous wife of Peter Andrews, who was infatuated with Miss Lathan, despite being married, has a history of violence and a criminal arson record. Yeah, we already... Oh wait, what was that? Miss Maxwell suggests that Desiree Lathan may have been a victim of... Oh, we already read that. Why do I feel like that was different? I don't know. Oh, well, anyway, let's go to investigate the Gascoigne Supper Club. How? It's not here, is it? Have I just been an idiot and just missed it? It wouldn't surprise me, know me. Brentwell magazine. Oh wait, that is a supper. Okay, can we now...
Nobody's bothered clearing this table yet, it seems.
Oh, we found our container.
It's cleaned up, you might as well do them the favor.
There we go. Woo! Let's see what it says. An unwashed mug from Gascoigne Supper Club. It still has trace of liquid at the bottom. Okay, so do we have to get rid of the liquid first? If so, where would we do that?
These are all high-end foo-foo liqueur.
Okay. Right, let's go home just to check if I have to, like...
Hey, Addie. Here I am.
Welcome home.
If I need to get rid of the liquid. Where would I put the liquid?
Addie?
What is it, Miles?
Let's see if she says anything new. No, don't compliment her again.
Book.
I know last time we did that, she got upset with us.
Good luck.
Okay, so, alright, let's just go back to the bloody, place.
I'm afraid I need to have...
Right. Okay, will it let me just use it even with the liquid in it?
Just a pile of ashes. They can't tell us much more than we already know. Just a...
Okay, that's no help. What's Upton? Leave. Speak to Roger. Yeah. Roger. Yeah. Why wouldn't it let me? Do I just tip it out?
Lots of interest in...
No. Do I tip it out in here?
Doesn't look as though there's fire.
I'm not sure. Let's save it. Okay, all saved up. So the ash pile.
Just a pile of ashes. They can't tell us much more than we already know.
Okay.
Oh, Miles, really? You're going to carry the ashes around in a pewter mug?
There we
It's
go.
vital to the investigation that we find out exactly what happened to the body. If anyone can tell us for certain, it's Dr. Edwards.
Fair enough. I suppose this isn't the most unpleasant thing you've carried around before. Remember that time we had to go looking for that murder victim's missing head?
Oh dear.
I'd really rather not, actually.
Okay, let's have a look. Not there. I want to go here. Oh, 1 second. Right, sorry about that. Okay, so what we got here? Speak to... No, return. Have Dr. Edwards, the coroner. Okay, so is that at the police station? I'm going to assume that's at the police station. Right, police station. Do you speak to Upton?
Dear Lord, what is that smell?
Uh,
Did you step in something out there, Fordham?
Sure.
Private investigation is a dirty job, Upton. You know that. Got a moment, Upton?
Yes, but let's make this quick.
Right, let's give her the... There we go.
Possible for me to access the mortuary?
The mortuary? What for?
I'd like to consult with Dr. Edwards.
All right, but be careful. Make sure you don't let Snelling see you back there.
Right, let's
That's it for now.
Better get back to it then.
do this. Okay. Aha, new character.
Dr. Edwards' lab was always a fascinating place to learn about death. A bit less so now that I'm quite the expert.
Oh, did I miss cleaning up some bit of that last corpse? Oh, Fordham, what brings you down here?
Hello, Edwards. I was wondering if I could pick your brain.
Yes, of course. There's one in a jar over there, and I may have another one around here somewhere.
That coroner humor never gets old, does it?
Anyway, let me know what you want to discuss. This fellow's not going anywhere.
Fair enough. Okay. What?
Assorted lab equipment for setting things on fire or causing explosions. You know, the perfect way to pass the time. I remember when Edwards used to keep his collection of preserved reproductive organs on this shelf. He must be getting soft in his old age.
Lovely.
Perhaps that's exactly what happened to his collection. Well, at least he died with a smile on his face. Sort of. I'm pretty sure I saw Edwards weighing his lunch on this once.
Actually, I have seen coroners do that. I don't know if that's like a funny thing to do or if it's... I don't know.
Looks rather fresh. There's a plaque at the base of the jar that says H. Putnam.
Right, okay.
I wonder if Edwards ever got around to fixing this typewriter. The letter E being out of alignment always made his reports a nightmare to read. It's important to keep your hands clean when dealing with dead bodies. After all, you never know where they've been. Until after the post-mortem exam, anyway. This provides the room with just the right amount of heat, unlike the incinerators in the crematorium. Talk about overkill. It sure is a lot of rubbish crammed inside our upper bodies, isn't there?
Yep.
You've seen one dissected torso, you've seen them all. The brain is truly a fascinating organ, if only more people used it. A fine example of well-developed deltoids, latissimus dorsi, and gluteus maximi. Edwards keeps assorted bottles and specimens in there, nothing too remarkable that I can see.
Okay, well, actually,
I'd say being hooked up to that machine was the worst experience of my life, except I was already dead at the time. Imagine a giant mosquito sucking out all your blood and then replacing it with formaldehyde. Not very pleasant. I feel sorry for the poor slob who has to clean that out.
alright, enough dilly-dallying. Oh, actually,
Not a stitch of clothing on him, as if having your torso ripped open and poked around inside weren't bad enough. There truly is no dignity in death. Edwards must have some very good friends in the department to have gotten this custom-made table. It does suit the room, though.
okay, all saved up again. Let's,
Pardon me, Edwards.
Yes?
Desiree's
I got
ashes.
these human ashes from a crime scene.
Straight to the point. I knew I liked you for a reason, Fordham. Who do they belong to?
Desiree Lathan. She was a Gascoigne Grande Dame.
Oh, of course. I heard about that case. She was found burned in her home, wasn't she?
That's right.
I meant to go over there later today.
Well, then I suppose I've saved you the journey. Would you have a look at these?
Does this mean you're officially on the case?
Not as such. In fact, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention I'd been here.
Ah, clandestine operation. Sneaking around under Snelling's nose.
I don't have much of a choice. I'm pretty much persona non grata around here these days.
Well, you're always welcome in my mortuary. Preferably while still breathing, of course. Anyway, I'll just take those ashes off your hands. I'm sure your social life will soon improve.
Yes, I was making quite the impression.
This is an interesting choice of container.
It was either that or carry them around in my bare hands.
Well, I'm a bit busy right now, but I should have something for you within the next couple of hours. But you do realize the information won't be exclusive to you. I'll have to pass it on to the detectives on the case.
Naturally. That just gives me more of an incentive to work quickly.
Band
I found
cloth.
this piece of burned cloth at the crime scene. Could you take a look at it for me?
This is from the Lathan case?
It is, yes.
What do you need me to look at exactly?
It appears to have some oily residue on it.
Interesting. I'm afraid I have my hands full right now, but you can feel free to use my workbench if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
To what exactly?
Surely they taught you something about basic chemical analysis when you worked here.
Yes, well, I always let Bill handle the more technical aspects of our cases.
A real pity I'm not around to help you anymore, isn't it?
But I'll have a look and see if something comes back to me.
Okay, let's learn about himself.
Keeping busy down here, Edwards?
Oh, you know me. I've always got my hands in someone.
Well, lovely.
Did have a way with words.
This postmortem was just a formality, really. The victim died of a gunshot wound to the head. Last week, though, we had a real kicker. An old man was brought in, and though he appeared quite dead, I was told that he'd been in a trance for over half a year. Apparently, he was hypnotized right at the point of death, and somehow managed to remain alive, in a fashion. In any case, when I began performing the exam, his entire body decayed into a putrefied mess within minutes. It was fascinating.
Should you really be giving me these details, Edwards?
Oh, hell, I don't mind telling you, Miles. It's not like you're going to go tell Snelling. Besides, you're the only one who's come to see me all week. Dead people make lousy conversationalists.
Hey, I take offense to that statement.
So, Snelling got promoted to chief, did he?
Yes, not too long after you left. Personally, I think he took advantage of your situation to change things around here.
Was it really that much of a shock? Bill and I weren't exactly the most well-liked detective on the force.
But you were respected. You two solved over 350 cases in 15 years. You were an institution.
Damn right we were. It's so easy for people to resent their more successful peers.
Fair enough.
Edwards. Nice to know someone missed us. You didn't examine Bill after he died, did you?
Ha! He wishes.
No, there was nothing inconclusive about his death. He died from impact after falling from the roof of a building. Why, was there something else I should have looked into?
No, I was just curious.
As fond as I am of Edwards, it would have been a bit much for him to go poking around my insides.
Thanks. That's all I needed to know for the moment.
Anytime, Fordham.
Okay, so let's look at this workbench and see if we can work out what this oily residue is. I've got no idea what I'm doing, so this will be fun.
It's been ages since we got to do any type of chemical analysis. This will be grand!
Yes, it
Dr.
will be.
Edwards, could you remind me what it is I'm meant to be doing?
Yes, of course. Go ahead and get as much of that oily residue from the cloth into the petri dish.
Okay. Oh,
Good. Now add some of the chemical reagent in the red bottle to the dish.
what? Oh, that sounds. Ooh, didn't like that one.
The oil turned orange.
Yes! The reagent has caused a chemical reaction and changed the oil's color. Isn't science fun?
Quite. But how does this help me?
I have some samples of the most common types of flammable oils on the shelf. Go ahead and add them to the test tubes. Good. Now simply check each one with the reagent to see if you can find a match.
And if I don't find one?
Then I suggest going out and looking for more oil samples.
Right, okay. Let's start with this one. Whoop. Oh, that sounds not very nice, but I like the whoop sound.
Well, oil be damned. Looks like that's not a match.
Yep.
Oh, you love it.
A whitish grey one.
So much for
Green.
kerosene being the culprit.
Okay, and what's this one? Oh, it's a crude oil, I think.
Too bad. I would have bet on it being coal oil.
Coal oil, okay. So, whale, kerosene, and coal. It's none of those, okay.
Looks like ammonium chloride. Won't be of much use to us in this experiment.
Okay. Try to remember that. I won't remember it, but I'll try.
I remember when Edwards used to keep his collection of preserved
Oh yeah,
crabs.
we've had that.
I don't think the good doctor has anything else to teach us right now.
Okay, so we need to find some oil. Have Dr. Cora examine Desiree's ashes. We've already done that, so I guess we'll come back here at a later time. Okay, let's go to the squirrel lady's house. See if we can find any oil there that could have been used as an accelerant. Andrew's residence, is that right? Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay, it doesn't actually let me interact with the house.
Nothing more to ask.
Okay. Maybe back at the crime scene?
I'm afraid I need...
Excuse me. Let's get in there.
Doesn't look as though this fire...
No.
Nothing else of interest.
Okay.
Miss Lathan's half-written article.
Yeah. Okay, I can't see anything here that would... Okay, so, where would have oil? I guess to do paintings you would need oil. University, there we go.
All the tools an artist would ever need. Brushes, pieces of canvas, paints. There's also several jars full of clear liquid. Interesting.
Okay, can we... Oh, we can interact with it now.
This is linseed oil. It's used as a drying agent for oil paintings. It would be a good idea to take a sample of this, Miles, especially now that nobody's looking.
There we go.
Probably best not to disturb his class if you've got nothing new to ask about.
Okay, right, well let's go back to the mortuary and see if we can examine this oil. Right.
Now that we've got some linseed oil, it's probably worth testing.
It's probably going to be correct, I would imagine, being that there's only 4 vials there.
Well,
There we go.
And we've got ourselves a match.
Indeed.
I wonder if Edwards knows anything pertinent about this stuff.
Okay, let's ask him.
Pardon me, Edwards.
Yes?
What do you know about linseed oil?
It's an oil made from flaxseed that has many uses. Most commonly, it's used to dry things like varnish or oil paints. Some people even eat it for health benefits.
Ooh.
I hear it goes well with a bit of quark.
And it's flammable?
As most oils are, yes. Where are you going with this?
The oily residue on that rag is linseed oil.
Fascinating.
But I found no trace of anything used to light a fire at the crime scene.
Uh-oh, he's getting that gleam in his eye.
Wait just a moment. Linseed oil? Of course! Anytime linseed oil is used, extreme caution must be taken to dry cure rags that may be soaked in it. That's because when linseed oil dries and oxidizes, it releases heat. A pile of rags soaked in linseed oil in a confined space runs the risk of spontaneously combusting.
How long would this take exactly?
Ooh.
A few days, at least.
Interesting. It's a rather uncertain means of murder, but it's excellent for appearing accidental.
It's certainly not the most far-fetched conclusion you've ever come to.
Okay.
Have you had a chance to look at those ashes I gave you?
Yes, I have. Unfortunately, there isn't much I can tell you. The victim burned to death at a very high temperature. These ashes are greasy and putrid because of liquefied fat from the body, which burned like a candle.
It's quite all right, Edwards. I appreciate the information nonetheless.
Well, just so you don't go away empty-handed, have a copy of my report. Maybe it will be of some use.
Okay.
Thanks. That's all I needed to know for the moment.
Anytime, Fordham.
Okay, let's speak with the attorney. Speak to Roger Devay. Okay. According to Dr. Edwards, linseed oil is highly flammable. When it dries and oxidizes, it releases heat. Is it possible that this was the method used to set the fire in the Latham bedroom? Crumpled report, coroner's report, Dr. Latham. Desiree Latham, age 63, died as a result of burning to death. Cause of fire is undetermined. Okay. Who would we show the report to? Let's speak to Upton and see if she's got anything new. Any new options?
Upton?
Yes, but let's make this quick.
Yeah,
That's it for now.
Better get back to it then.
I don't want to wrap up the case, so out we go. I don't know, let's just try going for everybody one by one. Oh, no, not him.
Probably best not to...
Okay. Next.
I don't think there's really anything...
Right. I'm afraid it's going to have to be this because I have no idea.
Welcome back, Mr. Fordham.
I don't think there's any...
I'll be going now.
May this...
Squirrel lady.
Nothing more to ask her about.
Okay. Usher and... Not sure what this, but... I got to walk all the way over there.
Begging your pardon.
Yeah.
No. Why would that work?
A report from Dr. Malcolm Edwards, the city coroner, confirming Miss Latham's untimely demise.
Let me see that. Oh my. Wait one moment, would you?
Okay, I didn't expect that to work. Alright.
Martin, what is the meaning of this?
The gentleman who brought that is a private investigator. He's waiting outside to see you.
Send him in then.
You heard him, Mr. Fordham. You may go inside and see Mr. Usher.
Okay. I was not expecting that to work there, but well, whatever.
So, a private investigator, are you?
That's right. Miles Fordham's my name.
Jonas Usher, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure's all mine.
So, it would seem that Miss Lathan has shuffled off the mortal coil, as it were.
I'm sorry to say that is indeed the case.
Please come in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. I only ask that you kindly wash your hands in the basin first, and limit what you touch in here.
This one seems a bit on edge, doesn't he?
I was going to say, why are we shouting across the room to each other? Actually, I think this is a good place to end it. Nice cliffhanger. Sorry about that. In the next part, we will see what Usher has to say. I'm still not sure who did it, but we'll find out, hopefully. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Have a good day, everyone. Hopefully speak to you soon. Bye.